this computer. There we go. We're recording. So thanks for jumping on, guys. I want to talk to you guys today about hitting diamond in 60 days. I hit diamond in 60 days, and I have a coach on my team who also hit diamond in 60 days this year. She just ranked advanced this week. So it's something that's really duplicatable. Duplicatable? That's the word. It's something that you guys can do. It's not this big scary thing that we have to be scared of and like shoot for diamond by December. No way, guys. Diamond is super attainable if we break it down. So I'm gonna share my screen and hold on, let me get to the top of this presentation. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen. Do you see Canva? Okay. My Adobe Reader doesn't work, so we're just going to look at Canva because otherwise it'll crash. Okay. So becoming a diamond coach is definitely a milestone for a lot of coaches. It's when you really start to see it as a business and start building momentum. So we're just going to talk for a little while about like a diamond roadmap. As I mentioned, I built myself to diamond in 60 days. And yes, I said built myself to diamond. I didn't have any business builders. I had 2 controlled accounts at the time, mom and myself. And my spouse. So I did this by myself. That was in March of 2016 is when I signed up. So this is my 2-year anniversary this month. And I finished last year as a 5-star elite, top 100. So that was exciting for me. So I'm hoping that this helps you guys. So first of all, what is diamond? If we have any new coaches on here, you need to know the ranks before diamond because diamond is not where you just jump to. First of all, you're going to hit emerald. Emerald will be your first stepping stone. It's you plus 2 coaches, 2 people that sign up. Even if they're just signing up as coaches for the discount, they don't have to be active business builders. They just have to sign up with a coach account. Why would they do that? Because they save 25% on their Shakeology. So why wouldn't they do that? Usually the way we do it is your best friend and your spouse. Invite your best friend and your spouse to sign up with you and help you kickstart your business. So that becomes Emerald Coach. You have a left leg and a right leg. You sign 1 person up on each. Then comes Ruby. Ruby is stupid. But Ruby is when you have 2 emeralds in your team. You have an emerald on your left leg and an emerald on your right leg. Most people skip Ruby and they go right to diamond because it's easier to sign up a whole bunch of discount coaches than it is to build emeralds. Finding business builders is the most difficult part of coaching, but it's the most rewarding and it's something you should be actively doing every single day. So diamond coaches, what it looks like, it means that you have 4 coaches signed up on your left leg, 4 coaches signed up on your right leg. They are all active. So that means that they all have 50 PV per month, per 4 billing cycles. And you have an emerald on your left leg and an emerald on your right leg. So total of 12 coaches, all active. If you have coaches that sign up and then they skip their Shakeology or they skip their things, they become inactive and they do not count towards your rank anymore. So you'll have to replace them with someone who is active or get them active again. So this has to be active coaches. Okay, let me go back to my notes for a second. So typically, people who are hitting diamond are go-getters. They're building a strong brand on social media, and they're helping other people get started into coaching as well. Hitting diamond's a big step. It's a stepping stone to bigger goals as well, such as star diamond ranks, which we know there's bonuses attached to star diamond ranks, and hitting elite, which we know is a lot of recognition and presence, and who doesn't love presence? I love presence. And how much, so let's talk for a second. How much do Beachbody coaches make? Beachbody diamond coaches, sorry. Because that's a question that it seems like everybody asks. Like, well, how much am I going to make when I'm a diamond coach? That's all I care about. It's not cut and dry. Diamond coaches can make $100 a week. They can make $2,000 a week. It's very different. So every coach makes the same commission. This never decreases or increases with rank. So Emerald coach, brand new coach, 15-star diamond coach, you all make the same commission on retail commission. So what that means is if you sell a challenge pack, you get the same amount as a brand new coach as you do as a diamond coach, as a 15-star coach. That single sale price never changes. Team cycle bonus is where you're going to start to see a lot of your income come from as you start to build your team. Right now for me personally, we're sitting at 4-star right now, active paid 4-star, and half of my paycheck comes from team cycle bonus. So that kind of puts things in perspective. So team cycle bonus is a weekly bonus. You receive a team cycle bonus every single week based on your team volume. So all the sales, so any of your coaches, the volume that they produce, so personal sales, customer sales, anything that your coaches produce is added towards your team volume. Your team volume is then you get cycle bonus based on the volume on your left leg and the volume on your right leg. Diamonds also receive a 10% weekly matching bonus. So what that means is if you have emerald coaches beneath you, you receive 10% of their team cycle bonus. So if you have 15 emeralds underneath of you, you're getting 15 people's, you're getting 10% of 15 team cycle bonuses. So the matching bonus can add up very quickly as well. So how much a Beachbody Diamond coach makes varies on their personal sales and based on their team growth. So why? Why do I want to be a diamond coach? If you are selling products, wait, what? Oh, hold on. My notes don't make sense, and I did the same thing last night. Hold on. We're gonna go back a second because my notes don't make sense, just like they didn't last night. So if you're selling products, your commissions are gonna be good. If you're selling things, if you're out there on social media, you're selling things, you're connecting people with challenge packs, you're connecting them with Energize or Recover or whatever they possibly could need right now, your commissions are going to be good. If your team's also doing those things, your team cycle bonus is going to be good. If they're not, and you have a team of discount coaches, that means your income's going to be lower, and that's okay. It's okay. It's just different. Everyone's business is going to be set up very differently. A diamond coach maxes out their team bonus at $1,000 per week. I will mention that, although I don't personally know anyone who maxed out their diamond bonus before they became a star diamond, and that bonus then increases again. So why do you want to become, here we go. Now we're going into the why. Why do you want to become a diamond Beachbody coach? Diamond ranks means you're helping more people. You're helping more people get healthy each month. You're changing lives. You're getting people fit. You're letting people you're helping people become pregnant. I'm not saying you're getting people pregnant, but people are becoming pregnant because they're getting fit. They're getting healthy. They're able to. We have people on our team that couldn't get pregnant and got pregnant because they lost 25 pounds or maybe even 5 pounds, or they just started eating healthy and their hormones balanced out. Those are the types of things you're doing. You're literally changing lives. And the more people you're helping, the more lives you're changing, the more of an impact you're going to have. So when you're doing that, you're also building your credibility. Not only are you getting recognition, you're getting a name, a title, these types of things, but people are seeing you help more people. The more people you help, the more people are going to be talking about you. They're going to be tagging you in posts. They're going to be thanking you. They're going to be telling their friends, etc. People are going to start to come out of the woodwork. For me, people started coming out of the woodwork when I hit my big goals. They see that you're a big deal. Like, oh, a diamond is a nice thing. That must be pretty special. They're going to think that you're doing really big things because you are, and they're going to take you more seriously. It also means you're creating a team versus having to do everything on your own. We all know that working from home, this kind of sucks sometimes because you're by yourself. You have nobody except for children who don't speak English. And it's a lot. So when you have a team of people that are surrounding you, you have people to lean into. You have people that care and support you on the bad days and on the good days. Have you guys ever heard the saying, like, I'm sure you guys have heard, if you have children, you have heard your parents say how proud they were to have you as kids, but they're just so much happier now that they have grandkids. Like, you were special, but the grandkids are even more special. Like, your parents say that kind of stuff, right? It's kind of the same thing when you're growing your team. I absolutely love my team. Don't get me wrong. I love every single one of my teammates. But to see them creating these little teams of their own, it's so cool to watch them grow and become leaders and start this movement versus like us being like a one-woman show and like doing this all and like us taking all the glory. It's so excited for them to like be becoming their own little leaders. So no excuses, guys. Control the controllable. This is one of the things that I heard early on in my business, was to control the controllable. I personally, like I mentioned, built myself to diamond. I'm all about controlling the controllable. I'm a 100% definition, look me up in the dictionary, control freak. I'm all about slashing excuses and tough love, and I know some of my team is on here, so here comes my tough love. You don't think I'd leave you without that, right? So I hear a lot of my coaches say things like this, okay? I have no one that wants to work the business. I don't have a spouse, so I can't become a diamond. Like, I'm just never going to be a diamond. I don't have anyone to do this with me. Guys, just stop it. Stop with the excuses. That's exactly what it is. They are excuses. So if you can become an emerald coach, you can become a 15-star diamond coach. If you can become an emerald coach, there's no excuses. Diamond is just getting to emerald 6 times. Most of you got to emerald like in your first day. So getting to diamond is just doing that 6 times. And if you didn't get to emerald in your first day, you can. It's a decision. It's getting 2 people to join you. Getting to emerald is one of the vitals of coaching. You definitely need to start building your team somewhere, and becoming emerald is obviously that first stepping stone. So first thing we're going to do, now we're going to do some actionable steps right here. First thing we're going to do, okay, I was just making sure I was recording this. I was like, oh my God, what if I didn't record this? I did. We're recording. We're good. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to make a plan. You must have a plan. Reaching your goals will not happen on accident. They're not going to happen on accident. Just like doing things by the wayside, it's just not going to happen. If you want to make something happen, you have to have a plan to get there. It's all about taking action. Most coaches don't have the success they would like to because they don't take action. You can talk the talk, you can set the goals, you can have calls with your upline, you can post on social media, but if you're not doing the work, it's never going to happen. So unless you're going to do the work, don't waste the time of everyone else. Don't schedule calls with your upline. Don't join the power hours. Don't do the things if you're not going to do the work. If you're going to do the work, that's when it's going to happen. So do the work because it works. First thing, set your goals and write them down. The simple act of writing down your goals will increase the likelihood of achieving them by 1,000%. That's a known fact. It's a simple task that anyone can do. So just trust the process and give it a try. When setting your goals, you have to be very clear and concise and specific, I'm going to add. If your big goal is that you want to be diamond in 60 days, you need to define what you need to do daily to achieve that goal. Your goals must contain a specific action step that can be measured and tracked daily. We have tons and tons and tons of trackers that back this up, guys. We don't track to check off diamond. We don't check off diamond off a list. We check off the vitals we do every single day that will lead us to diamond. Those are our goals. Our goals lead to an outcome. At the end of the day, it should be very clear if you achieved your goal or not. If you did not reach your goal, you should know why, exactly why, and what you need to do to change it differently in order to reach your goal tomorrow. So for us, our team, we use TeamZ. This is a screenshot of TeamZ yesterday before I finished mine. But we use TeamZ. We set goals together. I set goals with my team in order to reach the outcome that they're looking for. So once they have the actions figured out, make the actions the goal. So the goal, the outcome cannot be the goal. The outcome is diamond. That's not the goal. The goal is not diamond. The outcome is diamond. In this case, so personally, my business generating activity goals are as follows. Again, guys, I am top 200 elite 5-star. This is not going to be the same goals as someone brand new starting out, but I wanted to share with you guys my goals that I do every single day. I post 2 to 3 times on social media. I post on Facebook and Instagram. I have 30 conversations with prospects, 30. That could be follow-ups, that could be initial conversations, that could be just connecting. I connect with 15 of my customers. I make sure I'm connecting with my customers. That is just as important as selling challenge packs, is keeping retention for income. I connect with 5 of my coaches because team means rank. You want to make sure your team has your attention. Like when someone signs up with you as their coach, they are signing up with you as their fitness coach and their business coach. They chose you. So you need to show up to them as their business coach and as their fitness coach. So when you're talking to your coaches, you need to say, like, how can I support you with your business? Now, how can I support you with your fitness? Because those two need to go together in this business or it won't work. Those two things need to be completely correlated. And then I also add 5 new friends on Facebook. I do more than this. This isn't all I do every day, but this is my non-negotiables. I can do this in about 60 to 75 minutes. I can get that done. Rock it out. 60 to 75 minutes. But for my ladies that are pushing for diamond, we generally have numbers that look a little more like this. Post 2 to 3 times on social media. 1 about your fitness, about Beachbody, about Shakeology, about whatever. But we don't use words like Beachbody and Shakeology. And 2 about life, because we all know that we are not selling Beachbody. We are selling ourselves. So we need everyone to see what our life looks like so people can relate to us and choose us versus the next person. I suggest they have 10 conversations, 10 genuine conversations with people that lead towards health and fitness goals. Like, what are your goals? You want to drive the conversation that direction. Connect with 2 customers. Connect with a coach. Even if they are on day 1 and they don't have any coaches, I recommend that they connect with a coach. Even if that's a sister coach or a success partner or something, they connect with a coach every day, because we all know that team culture is everything. Invite 5 people. 5 invites, direct invites to tell you what your fitness goals are, join a challenge group, join a free challenge, join the business opportunity, join something. 5 invites, and add 5 new friends. So do you see how these things can easily be tracked and measured? At the end of the day, you can easily determine if you met those goals or not. Okay, next step is to set a schedule and stick to it. That's the hardest part, is sticking to it. And here again, you want to be as specific as possible. It's just like your workouts. If you tell yourself, oh, I'll just do it when I get home, when my kids are settled, and yeah, guess what? That'll never happen. You will never get it done. So saying, I'll just talk to people and work my business when I have time, you're never going to do it. You won't do it. So the things that get scheduled are the things that get done. When you say, I'm getting up at 6:30 every morning and I'm going to do my workout, it gets done. If you say, I'm going to power hour every night at 8 o'clock, your husband needs to leave you alone. 8 o'clock is your time. Whatever time is your time, make sure your family knows it. Make sure your team knows it. Make sure that your success partner knows it and can hold you accountable to it. Again, you really want to be super specific here. So saying, I'll work 10 hours a week, that's not what we're looking for. When you say, I will do my Teamsy Power Hour from 5 to 6:30, and then I will respond to all comments and likes on my post from the previous day from 6:30 to 7, that's more of a plan. That's more of a, okay, did you do that? Because if you didn't do that, you didn't meet your goals for that day. So set a schedule, stick to it, and be consistent. Having a schedule and plan relieves you from having to decide what to do, from having to make a choice, or having to fumble around wasting time. The majority of coaches are hopping on Facebook and looking at pictures for an hour every night and calling that working their business, scrolling their Facebook feed. You must perform business building activities daily. Scrolling through Facebook is not a business building activity, so don't even do it. We are all strapped for time. Unless you are a rare gem and have all this extra time, don't scroll Facebook because it's a time waster. There's so many other things you can do with your time that will make you feel fulfilled at the end of the day. If you spent an hour scrolling Facebook when you could have hung the pictures in your bedroom that you wanted to hang, or spend an hour reading with your kids or something like that, you'll feel better at the end of the day. So stop scrolling Facebook. It doesn't help anybody. Definitely doesn't help your business. Okay. So now you have your plan, you have your goals, you have your schedule, and your time to work rolls around. What in the world are you going to do? First of all, calm down. Don't be weird. We're just going to talk to people. What we do isn't hard. Brain surgery, yeah, that's hard. Rocket science, that's pretty hard. We are literally talking to people about their fitness goals. We don't even have to teach them. We don't even have to like help them stretch. All we're doing is talking to people. That's all we do. Our job takes work, but it is not hard. So everyone at this point should have a list that they're working from. I'm pretty sure that if you're pushing for Diamond, you know you need to be working from a list. If that means you print off a copy of your friends list from Facebook, do that. You need a list. Have a list. Just start working your way through that list. With Teamsy, I upload my Facebook list to Teamsy, and it generates a list for me. So it kind of goes in alphabetical order of who is on my friends list. I skip men. I don't do men, just it's not my thing. But beyond that, I don't skip people. I don't care if this person dated my husband in middle school or was the homecoming queen that I was afraid to talk to in high school. Like, I don't skip people because I know what we have to offer is a gift. What we are offering people is a gift. We don't need to be afraid of it. We don't need to be ashamed of it. And we sure as heck shouldn't be quiet about it. So just start working your way through the list. What I do during this time is I scroll their page. I find something to spark a conversation and I just go for it. So think of it as this. If there are any introverts here, I can already feel you sweating just talking about talking to people. So think of it as this. You're walking through the grocery store. You're walking with your cart. You're pushing your cart through the grocery store. Another person's coming the other direction. Life or death situation here. You have to say something to this girl. What are you going to say? You've got 10 seconds. What are you going to say to this girl? Hi, my name is Stephanie. She's going to like look at you like, oh my God, hey, and just keep walking. She's going to be like, this girl is weird. Who is she? Like, why is she talking to me? Or she's going to say like, what can I help you with? Like, she knows you want something. So don't be weird like that. Okay, let's try again. Walking through the grocery store. Here comes another girl. She's got a little kid. Oh my gosh, your kid's so cute. Thanks, so is yours. And she keeps walking. We didn't start a conversation. That's not a conversation starter. So don't expect a response or a conversation to come out of that. So that was a dead end. What are we going to do to actually have a genuine conversation here? Okay, let's try it again. We're walking through the grocery store. A girl's coming the other way. She's got a little baby. She's really cute. Oh my gosh, your baby is so darn sweet. Look at her little curls. She's so cute. How old is she? Dang, Mama, you look great. You just started a conversation and you led it back to fitness because you told Mama how good she looks. How old is that baby? Dang, you look that good in 9 months. What are you doing? You just led that conversation the direction you wanted it to lead. So make sure when you're starting conversations, you're not leading it to a dead end. You're not leading it to something weird. Like, lead it the way you want to lead it. Have full control over that conversation. So we all know the process now. You talk to somebody, you figure out their fitness goals, see if there's a way you can help them, and either start a list of people to follow up with or lead it right to the sale. In an ideal world, obviously we're leading it right to a sale, but maybe we came back because this was somebody we followed up with or whatever. But so when we get to the selling point, if you're building for rank, it's super important to always offer the option to coach and lead with the discount. So here's the discount. This is what I use to lead with it. You still get the commission for the challenge pack, but you also get this person as a personally sponsored coach in your downline. So win-win here. You're getting the commission. Most of the time, my discount coaches, they last longer than my customers because A, it's harder to cancel. B, it is cheaper. They're saving money. They're not spending as much on Shakeology. It's not $129, it's $97 plus a $15 coach fee. So they're still saving $17, but it's not as scary. Signing up with a discount makes it so people, in my opinion, it makes them last longer. And this is exactly what I say. So once I've talked to them about price, we've picked our program, we've done all of that, we are to the selling point. Like I'm ready to send them a link. The last thing I say, oh, by the way, last thing, there are 2 ways you can sign up, as a customer or as a coach. I highly suggest signing up as a coach. I get 90% of everyone to do it because it's dumb not to, LOL. So when you sign up, it's free, nothing additional. But if you decide to drink your shakes next month, you save 25%. If you decide not to, you cancel, no strings attached. Is it okay if I send you the coach form? One time in all of the times that I've ever sent this, did someone say no? I built myself to 2-star using this method. Like this worked for me. So if you think about it, diamond in 60 days, that means you help 12 people. What do you need to do to help 12 people in 60 days? That means you need to help 6 people in 1 month. 6 people, that's Success Club 12. What do you need to do that? How many conversations do you need to have? Personally, my numbers that I use are, my goal is to talk to 300 people, which is 10 people every single day, to hit Success Club. Usually I pull out way more than that because if I'm talking to 300 people per month, 300 people from last month are watching me this month. So I'm going to have some trickle over. But 300 people a month is my goal. So if I'm talking to 10 people every single day, that's my goal to hit Success Club. So maybe that's the same number for you. It might be very different. Those are just my numbers. You can adjust those numbers to figure out how many people do you need to talk to every single day to hit Success Club 12. Hitting Success Club 12 2 months in a row, signing them all up with a discount would give you guys diamond. That's it. That's all of it. So that is all I've got. I'm totally open for some questions. I think there are some questions in the chat, but feel free to unmute yourself and we'll answer some questions here. And I'm still starving and want cheese. I just want to drink that. So I'm at Emerald, but I didn't have a spouse to sign up to get there. I hear this all the time, but what about those single moms? I'd like to hear more of this option, and I'm sure there are others out there. Begin and hear coaches say to start signing up with your spouse and best friend. This wasn't the case for me. I've never heard one coach give other options. It's because it's the easiest option, I'll be honest. Everybody likes the easiest option. So this was Amy. So it's the easiest option. But for single moms, like, I'll be honest, you just work harder. You do. As a single mom, you work harder in everything. As like you work harder all around life. So you talk to best friends, you talk to cousins, sisters, anybody like that, somebody that might have an interest. I know that people in my team, one of the girls, she controls her best friend because her best friend was struggling, and she's like, I don't mind giving her 2 customers to build her to Emerald because it'll help pay for her Shakeology. So she was okay with that. And it's not really she's controlling her, she's just giving her coaches basically. She's not managing the account in any other way. But you work harder. I mean, as a single mom, you know how that works. You know how everything is harder. When you do have a spouse, the reason you use a spouse is because of taxes. You usually file taxes together, so it's not a big deal that you're making money under his account. When you use a sister or a mom, it kind of gets a gray area when you're like, hey, I'm making money under your account, so either I have to pay your taxes at the end of the year or you have to be okay with claiming it. So it's different in that way, or they earn all the money. So it's just different in that way, and it's very unique per situation. Does that make sense? Okay. Parent to best friends first, yeah. What do you do when you work retail and have no set schedule? How do you plan and schedule when every day is different? I assume you get your schedule at the beginning of the week. You have to know what your week looks like in advance, I'm sure, right? So my suggestion would be set your schedule each week. When you get your work schedule, set your Beachbody schedule. Just make them work together. Whether it's you make it consistent that you work for an hour before you go to work or an hour after you go to work, just kind of make it your routine. Same with your workouts. I'm sure you have a schedule for your workouts when you're working. So kind of just work in your Beachbody Power Hour as well. That's my suggestion for that. How do you turn that conversation into a customer coach? I'm not sure which conversation we're referring to. The grocery store. The grocery store. Okay.
Like, really, how does that work? Because if somebody came up to me, I'm not going to just give them my number. Or anything.
I didn't mean actually doing that in a grocery store. I meant like picture when you're sending messages to random people on Facebook, picture that. I'm seeing this girl in the grocery store. I have to say something. What do I say? Kind of do that same thing with talking to people on social media. Heck no, I will not go up to anybody. I've got screaming kids in a grocery store. I'm not walking. No one would walk up to me. They'd be like, you think you're going to help me? Like, you need help, girl. So I meant just use that as your example, like mindset when you're sending messages on social media. How do work talk with coach discount coaches? How do work talk with coach? I don't understand the question.
How do you talk to discount coaches, and how do you get discount coaches to be Emerald? Is her question.
Oh, okay. So discount coaches become Emerald if you make them Emerald. That's honestly the basics. When I built myself to Diamond, I had my spouse, so I built him. And so he's like almost a star Diamond discount coach. And then we have, I had my sister at the time, and I built her. I was okay with building her. I just literally, when I went to sign someone up, used her coach ID to sign them up. So they signed up under her, not me. I still acted as their coach, but I allowed them to sign up under my sister so that she became an Emerald.
So not my call, but I have a bunch of Emerald coaches because I tell them that it's dumb not to, because one day they might want to build the business.
Mm-hmm.
And if they have people in their lives they want to help, then they can sign up 2 people, hold Emerald, and bank a ton of volume. Yes. So that works.
So in that too, like usually you can be like, do you have a sister that wants to do this? Or they're going to refer people to you. You can be like, sign them up yourself. Like get 2 friends to sign up and it'll pay for your Shakeology. Like anything like that, because they're going to be making about $50 commission on each challenge pack. That's going to pay for their Shakeology. So sign up your mom and sister if they want to try it, and you'll get your Shakeology paid for. A lot of people use that as well. I struggle with keeping customers on Shakeology or other products even when I offer the discount. As does everybody. They've got to want it. I mean, not everybody wants it, and team culture is huge. So we've been working a lot with team culture. You need to make sure when you sign that person up, you make sure that they're getting value from you, that you are sticking with them, helping them get results, making them feel like they are part of something bigger than what they didn't have before. So making sure you personally are showing up in your challenge group and being the best challenger you can be, and supporting these people and letting them feel so much love in that challenge group that they wouldn't hate to be without it. They want to make sure that challenge group is like everything to you. You all have been in challenge groups. I know my first challenge group was everything to me. I was checking into that thing every single day. It was my life. We need to give that same experience to our new people, and that's when you'll get that retention and get that commitment for a long term. Yeah, it's definitely important, the volume. They just need to make sure they stay active so that they don't lose their volume. Any questions from last week that were good? I don't remember. It was a whirlwind and it was late. I don't remember. A lot of people were asking about like the spouse accounts and giving away coaches, like you guys are asking for right now. So we did say, when is your Diamond outcome goal? You guys can throw it in the chat box. Anybody who's on here. When do you want to be Diamond by? Are all of these your personally sponsored? No? Okay. May. Okay. Having a date is super important because now you've got your outcome last month. Right this second. Heck yeah. I love it. But okay. Realistically though, guys, I know everybody wants to be Diamond. When they sign up, they want to be Diamond. Having a realistic outcome goal and then setting your goals, your daily goals to match that is super important. So when you figure out your day, say like, I know that I could do this by June 1st or by May 31st or by the next 6-week bonus hold so it helps your upline or anything like that. Figure out what day you know you can do it by, then talk with your upline of, what do I need to do that? How many conversations do I need to be having every day? How many invites do I need to be having? And if things aren't adding up, it's time to look at your messages. What do your messages look like? Are they value added messages? Are you driving your conversations in the right direction? That kind of thing. So really, really connect with your upline on these. Girl, I'm getting ready to move. She's moving. So they lose bank volume whenever they become inactive. Yes, right? Catherine? Yes, you lose your carryover volume if you go inactive. It resets. I do have a lot of stories and a post a day, but find I don't have the time I need to do invites. Should I do invites over posts? 100% yes. Not over posts. You need to still post. You need to post something every day. People need to see your face. You need to have a social media presence because you need to be proof that this works. So you need to at least post once a day. But if you're not inviting, you, in my really harsh opinion, don't have a business. If you're just posting on social media to like throw it out there and hope something sticks, that's all you're doing. You need to be having conversations. If you owned a car dealership and you just put some cars on the lot and you never followed up with anybody, you never contacted anybody, you never did anything, you never went to your online website and like contacted the people that reached out to you on your page. If you were never inviting people in to drive those cars are going to sit on your lot. It's the same sort of thing. Yes, I'm comparing us to car salespeople, but in essence, we are salespeople, guys. We have to think like salespeople. So if you have PD time, getting in a salesperson mindset is not a bad thing. Learning the selling technique through social media is not a bad thing. Don't act like a salesperson. Don't act like in your posts, don't sound salesy. You want to be very conversational, very relationship oriented, but you do need to have that sales technique to drive the conversation in the direction you want it to go and to have the confidence to have the conversations. Super important. Any other questions? All right. You all, wait, yeah.
So I know that I've done like a lot of the national wake up calls and stuff that we're going more like Instagram focused and like story focused. So would you suggest like doing invites and stories or on actual posts or?
I feel like you could do invites on either. I do still, if you're on Instagram, I'm not a huge story person. By that, I mean, like, I think I posted 5 stories ever. But if you are going to do stories, you still need to have an Instagram profile that is updated frequently. Okay. Because if they saw your story, you can see stories just by scrolling. So who knows like who you're popping up to, and you invite them, they're going to be like, wait, who's that? Because you can't go back and see the story. So they're going to be like, who's that? So they're going to go to your profile and see who you are before they have a conversation with you. So they need to remember your story. It has to be memorable. And you also need to make sure your profile is worthy of them accepting your invitation. That make sense? Yeah. So you want to have really good, clear photos. You want to have a story, a message, a brand on your social media. But I am not a story person. I'm not a Facebook. I'm very slowly getting into Instagram, but there are some awesome Instagram coaches out there that you could follow. Barbie Kalev, she is awesome. Haley Christian, she's amazing on Instagram. A couple people you guys could like check out to kind of get inspiration from. Do not copy posts, obviously, but like go in and check out some inspiration. I use stories to invite and be a little more salesy. Yeah, you can be a lot salesier on Instagram stories because the people watching are the people care. So, and if you notice that someone watches a 6 series video of you talking about coaching, you better invite all those people that watched that last video because they are interested. So it definitely gives you an idea of who's seeing your posts, who cares, and who's frequently coming back and watching them all. And use polls. Yeah. I honestly, I use Instagram to be like, which outfits should I get? Yes or no? That's all I use Instagram.
The problem I have with polls is that like guys go on there and they'll like answer no or do whatever like the jerky thing is, where it like
Block those people.
Dumb.
Block those people. I don't really have many guys on my page unless they're like from the Middle East. I feel like I have a lot of Middle Eastern men follow me on all my social media profiles, but block them. Just block them.
Okay.
Yeah, don't even waste your time. Yeah, and it doesn't matter. Who cares what the poll actually says? At least you're getting engagement. Yeah. I don't accept them either, but my profiles are public, so they can see everything.
Oh, I do have a random question.
Yeah.
So my husband's in the military,
Mhm.
and I have very strict rules with military with
Mhm.
him, and so he like freaks out that my pages are public because
So you
he
just
has
need
to
to be
follow
extra,
rules.
you just need to be extra careful. You don't have location settings set. You don't share where you are when you're there. You can talk about where you are when you're gone, like 3 days later. I wouldn't talk about like at Target with my kids. Like I wouldn't talk about where you are when you're there. I also would be careful with sharing your kids. I know a lot of military families don't share kids much. When the call sounds good. All right. But yes, just be very conscious of what you're sharing.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything else? Those are all good, really good questions though. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you guys for jumping on. I'm gonna end this, but thank you guys for jumping on. Catherine, you know how to get a hold of me if anybody has additional questions, and I will post this replay on YouTube if you want to share it in your team page. All right. See you guys later. Bye.